Yeah. All right, everyone, let's come have a seat. Oh, sit up nice and tall. Draw your shoulders down your back. Notice if your hips are tight to start with. And that's okay. It's not about judging it. Just kind of notice. And if they are, if your knees are pretty high or higher than your pelvis, then you sit up on something, sit up on a block or a blanket, something to release your hips. And you'll see it'll be so much better. You know, it's about self-care. We forget about how important that is. So as you sit either on a blanket or a block or on the ground, and your spine is nice and tall, and the back of your shoulder blades are melted down your back, let's just close our eyes and center ourselves. And start to take a breath. So I want you to take a big inhale through your nose, a big, slow exhale, also through your nose if you can. Until you find a nice rhythm of your breath in and out. In, out. And I want you to close off the back of your throat as if you're dragging the breath through your throat all the way up from your pelvic floor. And exhale all the way back down. Really slow. This is how we do it. So the breath keeps us present. And we can really listen in this quiet to the direction I give you. Listen to what comes up in your mind. You know, they say silence is never misquoted. See if you can be in that quiet, become comfortable with silence. Because we can't speak and listen at the same time. Now I want you to take the soles of your feet together wherever you are. Take your hands actually under your knees. And I want you to reach your arms up but your thigh bones down. And you're going to start to really engage your outer hips. This is just for the fascia of the outer hips. Now again, if your back is rounded, your low back, your shoulders are rounded, I want you to sit up on a blanket or a block or something, or a pillow. And as you inhale, you're going to press your knees up. If your knees are going to resist, you're going to start waking everything up in your outer hips and even in your adductors. And then slowly release it down. Exhale, press your knees into your palms, lift them up. And then inhale down. Exhale, press it up. So you might feel in your biceps. Find your resistance. Start warming up your outer hips. Because we're just going to dive deeper and deeper and deeper. A little bit at a time. Always safe and mindful. Let's just take a few more just like that. Press into your palms. Your knees are resisting. And last one. Resist, 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 resist. Oh yeah. Now come back to a cross leg so that your right shin is in front. Inhale, extend your arms all the way out to T with the shoulder blades down your back. And I want you to flip your palms all the way up so you feel it right into the back of the shoulder blades. Your pinky fingers are scooping something heavy up. Take your arm bones back. So now you're feeling it all the way across your body from fingertips to fingertips, right into the center. And now you're going to roll your palms down and back. And then up. And then back with the breath. So we're still getting used to that rhythmic breath. And everyone's rhythm is going to be different. And as you inhale, you're going to flip them up and down. I want you to lift your arms a little bit at a time. But keep your arm bones back. You're gonna wanna drift forward. But see if you can just remember to draw them back. And as soon as you get distracted, they will drift. And you'll say, oh, I wasn't paying attention. Good. And then all the way back down, arm bones back. Really roll them right into the shoulders. Yes. Take your right hand to the floor, reach all the way over to the right, keeping your left outer hip grounded. This is super important for the length of your spine. And then inhale, come up, just keeping your right hand on the mat. You might sneak your right hand a little further away so you can bend your right elbow toward the earth. And then exhale your right forearm toward the earth. And inhale up. Your right elbow might reach into the earth. And inhale. Take 2 more breaths like this, and maybe even closing your eyes, feeling what you're doing in the left side of your body. Last one, the left hip stays grounded, and there's lots of length in the left side of your body. And then all the way to center, taking your hands to your lap, close your eyes, take a breath, and feel how your left shoulder is higher than your right. Slowly open your eyes and take your left hand to the floor and lift your right arm up. So the first one over is experimental. Like, look how much it's shortened. Look how much you can really lengthen it, keeping the right outer hip grounded. And then inhale, keeping your left hand on the floor. And then exhale, maybe you'll sneak your left hand a little further away so your left elbow can reach toward the earth. And then inhale. And then you close your eyes so you can really be here now. Listen to that quiet within. Good. Take 2 more. Good. Last one. And all the way back to center. Oh, that was good. Now, sit up tall, with the shoulder blades down your back, and now you're going to circle your arms up, cross your right wrist over your left. Flip your palms, interlace your fingers, lift up tall. We do a lot of work here. Keeping the thigh bones grounded, your belly engaged. You're going to twist to your right, taking your left elbow, your left ribs with you, and inhale back to center. So that your left ribs lead the way. Exhale. Inhale. Take a few more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to twist, but now you're going to take your right hand to your right knee. You're going to take your left hand on top of your right hand. And you're going to coax your knee back to lift the sides of your body long and twist a little deeper to the right. Now, as you twist to your right, you're going to take the left hip back and get a big stretch in the left side of your body. Just reaching over to the right, pulling your knees back. Imagine you're pulling your knee back. You're getting a little bit more tension in the side of your body. Big full breath. And then inhale back to center. Yeah. Now, I want you to cross your left shin in front of your right. Yeah, it's going to feel weird, you know. That's what life is, a little weird. Inhale, circle your arms up, cross your left wrist in front of your right. Flip your palms, interlace your fingers, lift up tall. Now, twist to your left, taking your right ribs. The right ribs lead the way. It's going to feel unnatural. I want you to get into those muscles. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, your right ribs to the left. Inhale back to center. Now, if you need to bring your arms forward because of your shoulders, that's wonderful. The only thing I don't want you to do is dip your head forward. Okay? And reach. 2 more twists to the left. Oh, yeah. Exhale. Now you're going to take your left hand to your left knee, your right hand on top, and you're going to imagine you're pulling your knee back and twisting towards your left. So I want you to feel the resistance within your body. You do this to your own self. Your own inner strength is flexing those muscles, igniting the fascia. Find a nice tone here. Oh, right into your core, and your pelvic floor is lifted. Belly's back. And all the way back to center. Good. Now I'm going to do this. Let's do it this way. So I want you to come onto your right hip, coming onto your right forearm, and bend your knees so that they're about almost 90 degrees. But we're going to get into the fascia. We're used to doing clamshell. You're going to lift your left shin and your left leg so that the left leg is parallel to the right. But as you lift it, you can keep your left foot in line with the left knee, or to start with, you can lower the left knee and let the left ankle, let the left knee lead the way. And pretty soon you're going to be inside your outer hip. It won't take long. You can bend your top knee even deeper towards your chest, your left knee closer to your chest. You might get a little deeper in your hip. You're going to exhale into it. There's no rush, right? It's just mindful. 3, 2. Yeah, I told you I want to get into hips and butts today, right? Now, I want you to lift your left foot so that the left foot leads the way. And we're going to take 8 that way too. Really bend your top left knee towards your chest. Good. 8, 7. So it feels like the top knee wants to tap the bottom knee first. 6, 5, 4. So we're going to start here. And then when we get to standing, it'll feel different. 3, 2. Last one. Oh, yeah. Now extend your legs nice and long. You can give yourself a little shake. And I want you to step your left foot in front of you. So if you have to step it pretty far back because of your hip, that works. Wherever you step it. Now, if it's close enough to your left hand to ground the left ankle, that's great too. Now you're on the outer right hip still, and you're going to point your bottom right foot. And I want you to lift and lower your bottom right leg, firing up the right inner thigh, that right adductor, that muscle that we don't really pay much attention to. Yeah, I want you to fire it up. So you're not landing. You exhale into the core and the right adductor as you lift. And it shouldn't take long to feel the fire, to feel the effort. We call it tapas. The efforts we put towards our desires is called tapas. How much do you want to invest there? Right? Good. Now let's count from 8. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2. Last one, yeah, and 8 little pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it, and release. Now I want you to come right into table pose. And let's just take some cats and cows here. Very good. Cat. Good. Now I want to get into the big muscle, which is our left glute. Okay? Left glute. So now your knees are at 90 degrees on the earth. Your fingerprints are grounded. Your belly's lifted. And you're going to keep your left knee bent at 90 degrees. We do this all the time. And you're going to lower. And exhale, squeeze, and lower. You'll see this is going to be so interesting when we go to standing. You'll feel how much stronger you'll feel. But You go slow with the exhale. Inhale down. If you can lift your head, lift your chest, look forward, I really recommend it because I don't want any head jumping. It'll round your shoulders and it'll stoop your back. You don't want that. Right? Okay, guys, let's count. 8, 7, 6. Slow, 5. I know you guys want to go faster. 4. I think I know that. 3, 2. Good. And now 8 little pulses there. Right into that real big muscle, our left glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And take some hip circles here. Good. One way and the other. And notice how your left hip feels. Good. Make your way back to center and some cats and cows. Oh yeah. Exhale. Big flexion and extension of the spine. We opened up the shoulders enough to really get into that. And now you're going to come onto your left hip. Okay, and your left forearm with your knees pretty bent. Now, the top knee now, the top leg is your right knee. And if you want to take your right knee a little closer to your body than the bottom leg, that's great. And you're going to lift so that your ankle is parallel to the knee and lower to start with. And you can stay that way the whole time as long as you're breathing. Right? You exhale on the effort. Inhale down. You exhale and draw the belly back. Inhale down. Good. Now, you can lower your ankle as you lift the knee first. You can bend your knee a little bit more closer to your chest. And notice how it feels a little deeper into your medius, that hip pocket, right? Good. 8, 7, 6. Good. 5. Exhale. 2. Last one. Whew, I'm feeling that. Now we're going to do 8 more, but this time our ankle leads the way. The knee is going to want to tap the bottom. It's going to lift and lower and lift. From the bottom knee taps, but the ankle is higher than your shin. And the more you bend your knee, the deeper you might get into the hips. Right? 8, 7, 6, 5. Beautiful. You feeling the love here? 3, 2. Good. Last one. Oh yeah. And just kind of here's that little tap. Now you're going to lengthen your legs long. You're still on your left hip. And you're going to step your right foot in front. And you can grab your ankle with your right hand if it's close enough. Now we're going to fire up the bottom right and 5. And up. Point your foot to make it a weight. You're going to lift and lower. You can even flex your ankle if you like. Good. And notice how you need your core to get involved here. So even though we're not calling it core work, you're working into your core, which strengthens your low back. It's a very good thing. Good. You exhaling. Let's count. 8. Yeah, that muscle, you wouldn't believe it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, but now we take little pulses, just lifting, lifting. 8, 7, 6. Good. 4, 3, 2, and hold it, hold it, and release. And then make your way back to table pose. Good. really set yourself up. So I want you to take some cats and cows or some hip circles. You decide to get you back into this new position. Connect with your breath once again as you make your way back to table and your shoulder blades hugged together, belly back. Now you're going to get into the left glute. So the left knee stays at 90 degrees and you're going to press, imagine you're pressing something up to the sky and lower. And exhale. And you're going to focus your mind on your left glute. Exhaling through your nose, if you can, or your mouth if it's too much. Yeah, this is self-care, right? You decide. I'm hoping you feel this in your left glute pretty quick. Yeah. Good. 8, 7. Count in your mind's eye. 5, good. 4. And you're going to be in a hurry to be done with this, but we're going to just do this really mindfully. Last one, and little pulses, little pulses. Yeah, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. And hold. And all the way back to center. Widen your knees wide. Let's make a big, coming into a child pose. Just kind of release your hips back. Take a big breath. Now I want to start lengthening our side of our body again. So I want you to walk your hands over to the right. You might even lift your ribs and belly over your right thigh bone. Take your left hand on top of your right hand. And you're going to press your hands forward as you reach the left outer hip back. And you get a huge lengthening in the left side of your body. And a big breath here. Good. Yeah. And then inhale back to center. Take your belly over the left thigh. Walk over to your left. Take your right hand on top of your left hand, pressing your palms down, reaching it away. Lift your armpits, soften your chest, and release. Good. Keep the right outer hip drawing back. It should be a huge stretch on the right side of your body. Okay. And back to center. Enough of that. Step your right foot directly out to the right, stepping right into your right foot. Take your inner thigh bones back, walk your hands back, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale your right hand down your right leg and inhale back to center. And then you're going to exhale the other way. So you can take your hands, your left hand to the floor or to a block or just hover it. You decide. But reach it big. Use your core to come all the way up and notice how your hips might allow you to go a little bit deeper than you might have in an old habit. An old habit, that's what we want to look at. And all the way to the right. And all the way to the left, whatever your all the way is. Good, we're going to just take 2 more here. Moving with the breath, like a beautiful windmill. Okay. Oh yeah. And all the way back to center, circling your arms up. Now you're going to tip from the top of the pelvis and take your hands to the floor. Roll your inner thigh bones back. See if you can come onto the tiptoes of your back left foot. You roll your inner thigh bones back and maybe you'll see your left hip towards your left heel. Lift your armpits, lift your heart, and then soften your chest, the center of your chest. So the shoulder blades are going to draw back. We'll get into the shoulders, of course. But see if you can get this big hip stretch here. Take a big breath in and out. And all the way back to the center. Beautiful. Now, step your right foot forward of your right hand. And you're going to flex your right front right ankle, taking the right outer hip back. Your right hip, imagine it's stuck. You're trying to coax it back with the right outer hip. And you're you're getting a huge stretch behind the right leg, which we need to do every day. This has muscles that attach to our back, beside the fact that our knees and our ankles are involved. Okay. Then you're going to step into your right foot and take the right shin forward. Oh, yeah. Inhale back. So if you want to take it a little bit more into the fascia, the right heel and left knee are stuck, and you pull them toward each other. You'll see as you hug it in, you'll get it right into the pelvic floor and your belly. And then exhale in the same way with the end of the exhale. You step your right foot, your left knee, and hug into the midline. And then you inhale back. Oh, yeah. And then you exhale forward. And then inhale back. And exhale forward. Good. And then make your way back to center, stepping into your right foot. And now you're going to come into a lunge, lifting the back left knee. Now, you might want to put a block under your hand or under both hands. And you might see that when you have a block under your hands, the shoulder blades are down your back rather than off your spine. That's why I'd rather you have them. So if you need a block, please use one. Good. Now you're going to lower your back left knee toward the earth and then extend the left inner thigh long. So we're back to the left adductor. Okay. Lower and extend. Exhale. Big inhale, like you're growing your left leg longer and longer. Instead of being 5'2", we'll be 5'3", and etc., etc. No. I come from big people, so 5'2" is always a fantasy of mine. Anyway, reach, lower, reach. Let's do 8 more. 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. Good. 2. Try not to look down like I just did. Last one. Extend. Now you're going to straighten both your legs and shorten your stance by more than half. But your feet are wide apart like railroad tracks. And again, blocks are really great here. With your hands either on the floor or on blocks, I want you to bend your back left knee and flex your front right ankle. And imagine you're trying to scrape your right heel back. The right hip is going to draw back, and you should feel it all the way from the peroneal muscles into the hammies, right? And then you're going to step into your right foot and lengthen both legs long, coming into a forward fold. This is actually called Parsvottanasana. So the right outer hip is long, is back, and your legs are long, okay? Let's try that again. Bend your left knee, flex the front right ankle. Inhale, and then exhale back to center. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. I'm hoping by the time we're done here, you don't feel stuck. Last one. And back to center. Step into your right foot, lift your left leg all the way up. See if you can release your head, lift the belly. Great. Exhale, step your left foot beside your right, forward fold. Lift the belly. Press your feet down to circle your arms all the way up and bring your palms together to your heart center. Good. Now you're going to widen your stance, wider than your hips, with your toes out. And I want you to bend your knees, and let's just set this up. Make sure you're reaching your weight into your heels and the balls of the big toes. Your knees are reaching out behind you. None of this. Okay? Good. Now, you're going to take your elbows behind you as you come down, and maybe you'll come onto your tiptoes. Maybe not. We'll see. There's some balance here. Good. But then you're going to take your heels down and extend your arms out to a wide, here I am, yay, right? And then exhale, pull your elbows back behind you, shoulder blades down your back. Come a little deeper. And then inhale up. So you're going to really step your feet into the earth. Exhale. Inhale. Open-hearted. Arm bones back. Exhale. Oh, I love this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale. Last one. And let's just take a few little pulses here. Elbows back, elbows behind you. Good. Nice. And all the way back up and release. Take your feet hip width apart. And let's just take a few hip circles here. Inhale one way and exhale the other half. Good. And then change directions. Good. Yeah. Now we have to go back to the other side. So inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank with your knees up or down, getting really into the core here. Right, belly back, soft heart. Let's just be here for a moment, just get everything kind of aligned here. Then you're going to lower your knees to the mat. Take your bum back. Walk your hands back a few inches. And then you're going to soften your chest toward the earth. Okay? Belly's back. And then you're going to slide your chest forward, pelvis to the earth, make your way into your cobra, or if you lift your thigh bones and knees, a dog, and right into a down dog. Beautiful. And walk your dog. Yeah, maybe give a little swish of your hips, because they should feel nice and swingy now. Yeah, phenomenal woman, you. And lower all the way back to the mat. Extending your left leg directly out to the left. Walk your hands back and circle your arms all the way up. Okay. Exhale to your left. Reach all the way over. Oh, yeah. Inhale to center. And you're going to exhale wherever you go to the right. You might take a block. Blocks are really cool here. Reach over to the right. And then inhale to center. Exhale to the left. It's a big movement. Good. When you're inhaling to center, you're exhaling into the effort. And a block has several sides. You decide what you want. Good. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center, nice and tall. And start to dip the top of your pelvis forward, keeping your inner thigh bones back. Take your hands to the floor. And once you get there, look back at your right toes. Maybe come onto the tiptoes of your right foot. Roll your inner thigh bones back. And you can sit all the way back onto your right heel. Good. And just get a huge stretch here. Big, full breath. Lift your arms. Lift your armpits, soften your chest. Get into your shoulders. Yeah, we have to do that all the time. Okay, back to center. Now you're going to step your left foot past in front of your left hand and I get to screw myself. Flex your front left ankle. So make sure you get nice pelvis width apart of your knees, your knees. Flex your left ankle. Imagine you're taking it back with the left hip, putting as much effort, as much toughness on the left as the right. Then you're going to step into your left foot and bring your left shin forward. Remember how you squeeze the heel and the knees together at the end of the breath? That wakes up the muscles, right? And then inhale back. Squeeze. Exhale. You get a nice stretch in your low back here. Squeeze to the midline. Inhale back. And squeeze at the end of the inhale. And then squeeze at the end of the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Come back to center. Take your hands to the floor and make your way into a lunge, lifting the back right knee, lifting and lowering your hips. Maybe your hands on blocks. And you're going to lower your right knee toward the earth and then extend long. And exhale. Big inhale. So every time you inhale to extend, you're growing your right leg longer from the right inner thigh. So really cook that up. Yeah, until you feel a nice sensation. Yeah, let's call it a sensation. 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. Good. Really breathe it, gaze forward. Stay present with the breath. 2. Last one. Make it just as powerful as you walk your hands back and shorten your stance by 2/3. And your feet are wider than your hips. Then you're going to bend your back right knee and flex your front left ankle and coax your left outer hip back. Big stretch. And then you're going to straighten both your legs. Your hands might be on blocks. You're going to fold into this. Inhale back. Exhale, straighten both your legs. Parsvottanasana. Exhale. Good. I want you to inhale back 2 more times. Bend the back right knee. Good. Last one. Good. Step into your left foot, lift your right leg all the way up. Use that fired up right glute. And then step your right foot beside your left. Big forward fold, belly back. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. And bring your palms together to your heart center. And notice how you're standing. Now you're going to take your right elbow back. Your feet are equally grounded. I want you to just notice. Right elbow back. And reach over to your left. And then inhale back. And exhale. So as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees so that your hips really draw back. And as you inhale, not only does your elbow come back, but your bum squeezes and your core engages, right? Exhale. Good. Maybe you'll bend your knees a little bit more. And really draw the bum back. That's really good for your glutes too, right? 8. Good. Can you count from 5? Make it a little meditation. 4. 1. And release. Oh yeah. Keeping that right shoulder back. Take your left elbow back. Ready? Keep it back. And now you're going to do it to the right. And it'll be different. Even the way we look at things here is going to be different, right? And it's always good to have a spin. Keep the left elbow high. Do not draw. There's a tendency for the right knee elbow to get a little lazy. Yeah, keep it high. Good. Reach it back. 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. Yeah, so good for your back. 3. Good. 2 more. Last one. And release. And again, I want you to notice how you're standing. your shoulders are not off your back. The shoulders are hugged together and down your back. Now we're going to come into Utkatasana, Fierce Warrior. So you're going to take your shins forward and your bum back and circle your arms all the way up. Bring your palms together, twist to your right. You can take your left elbow outside your thigh bone and open it up however you choose. Get a nice deep twist. Oh yeah. Inhale, back to center. Exhale your other way. Right outer hip back, opening it up. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Beautiful. Step back to plank. Let's get into this. And come all the way onto your belly. Make sure your hands are a little further back than where they are now, so the shoulders can go down your back. And then make your way into a cobra. And notice how aligned it is. You're not squeezing your shoulders up. And right into down dog. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. You can bend your right knee and open your right hip. You don't need my permission. Okay? Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Let's come right into warrior one. So step your feet down, press them down, and come all the way up. And let's use those glute muscles. Let's use those outer hip muscles. So you're going to press your feet down, come onto your tiptoes of your right foot, and lower the right thigh bone. Move the stuff further away from you. Lower the right thigh bone and move lower toward the earth. And then step your right foot back to the earth. Keep the right outer hip back, your arms either long or in a cactus, depends on your shoulders. But waking up everything in your body, even your outer back, right? You can see the muscles in my back are all engaged. Then right into warrior two on the right. You don't have to turn around like I did. But take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, lift your heart. Exhale and dip forward. Take your inner thigh bones back. Back. Inhale all the way back to center. Good. Bend both your knees. I want both knees bent. And take your bum back. Now you're going to dip over to the right. And then straighten both your legs long as if you're growing them from the glutes all the way through to the earth. Your right ribs are lifted. And then you're going to use your core to come up and revolve. And exhale. Right into it. And inhale. Oh, yum. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take two more just like that. Very slowly. Inhale. Now make your way back to your triangle. Lift the right waist up. Take a breath. Then take your left hand back to the floor and step all the way back to down dog. I want to do one more thing for our shoulders before we go to the left side. So come back to table. Okay? Make sure your hands are below your shoulders, your knees below your hips. I want to take your right elbow back. So there's a little twist. Your right shoulder blade, the scapula is going to hug toward the spine. And you're going to get into the core as you take your right elbow towards your left elbow. And then you're going to open it up. Inhale. Exhale, engage the belly. And that's also, you might feel a little connection in your shoulders. Because I'm really always concerned with misalignments. And part of those is the shoulders are not hugged together and down your back. So let's just take a few more on the right. Exhale. This also gets into your core. Last one on the right. And back to table. You can kind of shake things out. But now we're going to do the left. Make sure you're nice and grounded and present. And now you're going to take your left elbow back. Notice how it takes the scapula to the spine. And then you're going to squeeze your left elbow towards the right. And then inhale up. And exhale and squeeze. And inhale. Good. Let's just take 4 more. 3. You might even feel this in your, when we get into dog. 2. Last one. Oh yeah. Now come back to table. Everything's adjusted in your shoulders, hugging together, down your back. Now make your way to down dog. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. You can bend your left knee, you can open it up, you decide. Are you breathing? That's the only thing I care about. Extend your left leg back. Now step into your left foot, preparing for warrior one. Always, blacks are always a good option. Come into it and all the way to warrior one. Outer arm bones are back, stay low. And if you want, you can come to the tiptoes of your front left foot and lower the left thigh bone a little closer to the earth. A little bit deeper stretch here. Then take your left heel back to the earth. And right into warrior two. You don't have to turn around, I do. Yeah. Okay, take your hands behind your back. Inhale and lift your heart. Exhale and dip. Good. Inhale all the way back. Bend both your knees, take your bum back, and then you're going to straighten all the way over to the left. Good. Legs nice and long. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale all the way back down. Good. Big inhale. The core is moving you. Your hips, your glutes, your adductors, your medius, everything has been warmed up. Now, we're using it to get a little deeper, right? Let's take 2 more times here. Good. All right, last one. And all the way back to triangle. Take your hands back to the floor. Make your way to a lunge. And then back to dog. So we're going to stay kind of low on the earth now. Take your knees back to the floor. Come on to your left forearm. So I want to just cook up our left hip one more time, our hips a little bit more, so that you think about me today. Come on to your left forearm and extend your right arm out to the right. And then you're going to extend your right leg nice and long. So this is going to get into our core also. You're going to squeeze your right knee towards your chest and then inhale all the way up. Exhale, slow, inhale. Good. Squeeze it. Good. So notice how it gets into your core when you're really slow and mindful. Because the core likes to just kind of let go. Just kind of hang around. Good. All right. Last little cook up here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, yeah, last one. All the way up and back through the table. You can always do some hip circles. You can always sit back on your heels, sitting up tall, the shoulder blades back. You decide what you need to do, because we're going to come right to the other side. Okay? So you're going to come onto your right forearm and extend your left arm out to the left. And you're going to open your chest just a bit to lift your left leg up, left leg, belly back. And then exhale as if your left knee wants to meet your left elbow and extend it up. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Good. Continue just like that. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah. Quietly with the breath. Slowly. In the silence. 2. Very carefully. Last one. And lift. And back to the table. And you're going to come right onto lying on your back. Oh, yeah. All the way to your back. Draw your right hand toward your chest. Roll your right ankle. We're still going to get into the hips a little bit here, guys. I want you to flex your right ankle, and you can extend your left leg straight if it's available. If not, keep your left knee down. Doesn't matter. You're going to flex your right ankle and step your right foot forward as you hold the shin back. And that's going to get deep into the fascia of the front right hip where your hip flexor is. And just close your eyes and take a few breaths here. This is pretty powerful. And then we're going to do my 2 favorite hip fascia poses. You're going to bend your left knee and cross your right ankle over the left thigh bone. Then you're going to take your right hand inside your right thigh, your right knee, and just kind of open it up wide. And then you're going to exhale and push it in as your hand presses it out. So the resistance is going to feel all the way in your outer hip, into the glutes, and into the core. And then you're going to press it out again. And it resists in. And it resists out. And it resists in. And it resists both ways. Oh no. Yeah, like a rusty door. Of course, I don't like to associate any of us with rusty doors. But you know what I mean. Inhale. Find that effort. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more, just like that. Oh, yeah. Make it really count. You know, especially when you know it's the last one. Make it count. Good. Now you're going to lift your right foot. Take your right hand outside your right knee and widen the knee out to the right. You're going to take your left hand across your shin, and maybe you'll grab your outer ankle, your outer shin, or your pinky toe side edge of the right foot. And now you're going to press it in as the whole leg presses out. And you're going to lift it up and press it in. Yeah. Lift it up, press it out, and press your hands in. So your hands are pressing it in even as your leg presses out. Press it in. Get 2 more really big stretches in that right hip. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Oh, yeah. Extend your legs long, your arms up over your head. Inhale through your nose. Oh, yeah. Exhale through your mouth. You can shake, shake, shake your body. Let's do the other side. Yeah. So now you're going to cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Press your left hand inside your left knee. Really, it's about where your knee is. And then you're going to resist it in. Well, wait. First, take your left knee towards your chest. That's really important. Sorry, left knee towards your chest. And I just want you to, this really wakes up the fascia of the your tensor fasciae here. So take the left knee in, flex your right ankle, step it forward, but hold it back. Oh yeah. Your right knee can be bent, your right leg can be straight. You just decide. And close your eyes and take 2 big full breaths here. There is no rush. Yeah, we're not rushing. My brother would say we're American. Okay, step your right foot to the floor. Now cross your left ankle. Take the left knee wide, left hand inside the left knee. And now you know what to do. It's that rusty door. It's pressing in and you're trying to open it up, but it's resisting out. And press it in and press it out. Inhale in and exhale, open it up. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. All right, one more time, I think. To make it really count. Yeah, nice. Now you're going to take your left knee towards you. Take your left hand outside your left knee. Take your right hand across your left shin. You grab wherever you can grab. It can be the pinky side edge of your foot. It can be the outer ankle. But take your left knee away from your body. You're going to pull your hands in as the thigh bone and the leg widen out. So you feel the resistance already. And then you're going to lift a little and lower. And lift. Exhale and lower. You see that? Lift and lower. Keep your thigh bone and your shin reaching out. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Good. Now take your arms to T. Slide your bum to the left. Lift your knees and drop to the right. Gaze over your left shoulder. Take a big stretch here. You might get a little deeper than you usually do, but just notice how much different you feel now than when you started. And take a breath. Make your way back to center. Slide your bum to the right. Lift your knees and drop to the left. Rolling your shoulder girdle, your ribs to the right. Close your eyes. And see if you can make friends with the silence. See if you can open your heart to the wisdom of not knowing. It's scary. Then make your way back to center. Take your arms beside you, walk your shoulder blades together. Lift your bum and just kind of reach your bum away from you. I like to even shake it out a little. And then slowly lower your bum towards the earth. Flip your palms up so that there's a widening in your shoulders. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth as you release your legs long into a lovely Shavasana. And imagine your body is all dead weight into the earth. Allow your breath just to breathe you. And just take a rest. Allow yourself a minute or two to rest. Start rolling your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, extend your arms up over your head. Exhale through your mouth. Draw your knees to your chest and roll to your right side. Just be there for a moment. And then make your way to a seat on your mat. And bring your palms together to your heart center with your eyes closed. Life is chaos. Life is a mystery. If we can just be comfortable holding the silence, and really listening and taking it in, it won't be so scary. Because we know we have this place that's quiet and safe within us. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Mwah. Guys, thank you for coming. Let me stop the recording, and then we can talk.